Hello and welcome to another Needs Portal tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to cover how to update VOCA Direct Services on an existing support ticket. So you have already generated the support ticket in the Needs Portal. You have sent it out and published it to providers. And so maybe between the time that you generated the support ticket and now you have provided additional services to your client, to your family, that you need to update in the Needs Portal for VOCA reporting services, right? So that's what we're going to cover today. If you have not already done so, please take a look at parts 1 and 2 of the How to Generate a Support Ticket tutorial. In that tutorial, we review all the steps that are necessary to publish or generate a support ticket within the Needs Portal. So why don't we get started? To get to the screen, all I did was enter my username and password as always, and it brought me to this general Needs Portal page. So what I'm going to do is click on my support tickets. As usual, this is where all of my support tickets are housed. And to open this particular support ticket, I'm just going to click on the case name here. Okay, so that brings me to this general view portion of the support ticket that I've already generated. If I scroll down towards the bottom here, I'll see that it says Family Household up top. And this is where we give you a list of all of the family members who are involved in this child welfare case. So you actually entered all of this information when you first generated the support ticket, right? So we just give you a quick snapshot here and make it easier for you to be able to update VOCA Direct Services as it relates to each person on the support ticket. So for example, here the first individual is mother, right? And if I scroll a little bit further down, I'll see there's a link here for other direct services VOCA requirements for mother, right? So if I click on this link, I get a pop-up window that has all of the sections that I need to fill out for VOCA Direct Services purposes. So you'll see here that it's divided into, I believe, 5 major parts. The first part, Part A, is about information. So have you given information to your client in regards to the criminal justice process, for example? Maybe you gave them information about victim service programs, or maybe you gave them referrals to behavioral health providers. So for each of these sections under information, you're just going to type in the number of times that you provided this service, right? So you'll see here that when I initially created this support ticket, I had provided referrals to resources such as legal, medical, faith-based organizations twice to mother. So let's just say now I've done it another 2 times. So all I'm going to do is delete the number 2 and put in number 4 here. If since then I've provided information about the criminal justice system, I just click on this portion of Part A and put in 1 or 2 or 3, however many times I provided these services. And then I'm going to go through and do the same for the other 4 major parts. So we'll see Part B here covers personal advocacy and accompaniment. So this means that maybe you went with mom to an emergency medical care facility, or you helped mom with, applying for public benefits, right? So all of this counts as personal advocacy. You'll also notice that there are some examples here in red, and this is us trying to, give you a heads up about the types of services that you typically will do on a start case that you may want to make sure that you document on here. So on Part A, we highlight referrals to behavioral health agencies. In Part B, you'll see we highlight child services and transportation because we know that you do these kinds of referrals and assistance a lot. So again, if I have provided child care services since the time that I generated this support ticket, maybe I've done it 3 times now, I go in and I just put in 3. But I also want to make sure that I unclick not applicable, right? Each time I come in and update this section. Section C is emotional support. So again, we give you some examples here. It includes things like family team meetings, child safety and family planning, things like trauma screening for children and parents. So for example, I know I've done an ACEs screening for mom. So I'm going to go in here and update where is the trauma screening? There we go. And update the trauma screening to 1 for mom. Okay? So you go ahead and you do all of this. You update all of them up through Section D relates to housing and shelter services, and E relates to criminal and civil justice system assistance. So I update all of this if it's applicable, and I make sure to click Save. Once I click Save, I'll see this green check mark, which means that everything is fine and it's saved, and now I can close out this window. All right, now for me, the next person on my support ticket, again, it says individual here, is my child, right? So my child is a 4-year-old male, and I want to go in there and update these VOCA direct services for the child as well. So VOCA wants to know each time you provide these types of services to each member of the family. So you want to be sure to update all of them so that it's properly documented. So for the child, I'm just going to say that I, provided childcare services for the 4-year-old male, let's say a total of 5 times since the last time I was on the support ticket. Again, I want to make sure that I uncheck NA every time I update with a new number. So here on the emotional support and safety services portion, if I provided phone-based support to this child once, then I want to make sure that I uncheck the NA that I initially had there. Okay? Then I'm going to scroll all the way down and just make sure I save all my changes. And I'm ready to check out of this one. And if I had additional family members who I had provided additional VOCA-related services to, I would do all of that. And then once I do that, I'm done. There's no further need to save anything. You don't have to, if I scroll up here, you don't have to go into the Edit tab to do anything. You can actually update this portion of your support ticket all on the View tab here. Okay, so that's it for now. As always, please feel free to email us directly with any questions that you have about the Needs portal or about support tickets. We can be reached at needsportal@osu.edu. Again, needsportal@osu.edu. Thank you very much.